Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, honey. Listen, it's time for us to get into your favorite segment, and that is a body cam is messy. All right, make sure you guys are coming into the video, you're liking, and you're also subscribing to the channel. All right, we got to go ahead and get into this video. We're not gonna waste no time. All right, so let us go ahead and hop right on into this thing and see what it's giving.
This is 43-year-old Nellen Mark. On August 21st, 2024, Boynton Beach police responded to a call from Dollar Tree in reference to a store manager caught stealing cash bank deposits. The investigation finds that Miss Mark has stolen 6 deposits totaling almost $6,000 in her first week on the job after completing 5 weeks of training. Watch what happens when
Oh,
detectives...
that's crazy. This is your first time on the job, your first week. So you've been stealing the check every damn day. And this your first week, love? And you did a 5-week training to get in there at child. That's crazy. She did a 5-week training and hit their ass with a different type of 5-finger discount. That is insane, honey. Let's keep going. This crazy, ma'am.
confront Mrs. Mark with the evidence and the interrogation tactics they used to finally reveal the truth.
But you know what? Can I also say, like, Dollar Tree, I blame y'all for the look, y'all finna be mad at me, but I don't care. I blame Dollar Tree. I blame Dollar Tree for their employees likely stealing because obviously y'all don't pay them folks enough. Let's be very clear. Y'all don't pay them people enough. They probably in there making minimum wage and barely can survive. Already wasn't surviving before inflation and the damn, we gonna call it a recession. I feel like we've been there for many a years at this point. Okay. About to hit a damn depression. So we know they not able to afford nothing off no damn Dollar Tree salary. So they over there about working 2 different jobs. And then let me tell you another thing. They better not open this store up and shit all over the place. Cause that's one thing I can't stand about Dollar Tree that make me not even go in there sometimes. How y'all have y'all shit thrown all over the damn place. What is the damn employees really doing? Okay. Now there is one particular one that I do like to go to because girl, when I tell you it be neat, in place, on point. They ain't got that dirty, tight ass carpet in there. It is tile, and you can see the cleanness of the tile on the ground. Everything organized. And so I like that piece of Dollar Tree, honey. I slide on the ice over there. But these other ones, child, please let me go out my way and go to one that's more organized. Anywho, child, I'm renting. Let's get into her for a little bit. This ain't even about me.
Hi.
It don't look half bad.
Here for this report.
It look a piece of organized.
You can come with me. I'm Crystal, by the way. In the office. We'll talk about it when we're done. Okay. Okay? Thank you. Okay, so tell me what happened. So, I get an email, like, we verify when we're in our stores, our deposits, but usually our treasury department finds like a missing deposit before us, like within a week, they'll flag on an email telling us that it hasn't been validated through the bank. So I started to receive emails. Quickly, it was like 2, then it became 3, it was 4. Right now I have 6, and it's gonna be 6 in total. This store manager, she had just started here on July 29th. It was her first day in this store. So like she trained with us for 5 weeks at another location, and came here by 8/4. I'm missing my first deposit. So
July 29th, she started at this location.
yeah.
Okay. And then you said she trained for 5 weeks at another location?
Yeah.
But like in the capacity of manager?
Girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So she was like,
But was she with the company before?
no.
Okay. So she got hired in, brought in as a manager, and then she was training.
Yeah. So she
And
finished
then,
her.
so this was like the first time being solo?
Yes. Alone, unattended, right?
Unattended.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
By Wednesday, I came in here to the store to meet with her, and my asset protection manager came and met us as well to discuss what was going on with the deposits with her. So she said she took all these deposits to the bank, that they're all going to be in the bank. She's very mild-tempered, not really getting upset easily.
So that was on the 14th, on the Wednesday you came in?
On Wednesday.
So you did
on
like
the
a little
14th.
investigation, and then on Wednesday you met with her.
Yeah.
Okay, along with asset protection.
Mhm.
Okay, and so you guys discussed it with her.
Yeah.
So
and
she knows.
Yes, she knows.
Okay, so and then I'm sorry. So then what did she say to you guys?
She was very mild tempered. I mean, she wasn't argumentative. She wasn't anything. She wasn't riled up or any. There was just very calm, and said I took them to the bank. Like, I signed them out. I took them all to the bank. They're all going to be at the bank. And even after he left, I continued to talk to her a little bit one-on-one. Like, maybe you changed purses or bags that you brought to work. Don't you want to go check your car? Double check. Like, if you were taking multiples at a time, what could slide out at a red light? Double check. And she's like, I know they're not in there. Like, I took them to the bank. And she's just very confident, but not really, doesn't care to help or look or do anything for it as far as that. And even like the day before, because I was across town, I sent the store manager that trained her. She's right up the road, so I sent her on Tuesday to meet with this store manager and go over the deposits. And I had her stop at the bank, see if there was anything going on. And she was very casual with her, really not too worried about it. The biggest red flag for me right away was that store manager stressed to her, like, okay, you're coming in tomorrow, you're scheduled at 12, meaning Wednesday. Make sure you go to the bank before you go to your store, because you need to resolve where your missing deposits are. They should be validated by the bank right away the next day. You need to talk to a bank manager and not a teller, find out what's going on. So she didn't know we were going to be in her store on Wednesday, but like, she came walking in with a bag of McDonald's food, didn't care. I asked her, hey, did you go to the bank before you came here?
And that was on Tuesday.
No, on Wednesday, like when I was physically in the store with her.
But she was supposed to go there on Tuesday to.
She was supposed to go Wednesday, like before she came in, because she came in at 12 o'clock on Wednesday. So she doesn't even go to the bank at that point. So in my head, I'm like, well, you don't want to go talk to the bank because they don't really have the deposits, right? So
yeah.
Otherwise, why not go and try to find out where you're.
And is the policy to like every night go and deposit, like?
Yes, they're supposed to go
not
daily.
to hold on to it. Like,
Right.
you can't hold on to it till the next day, or you can't keep 4 deposits and then.
Yeah, so technically they should be taking them daily, right? And if the person that's closing at night doesn't have a vehicle or isn't able to go to the bank, then we would take them right away the next morning.
Okay.
So for whatever reason, she was skipping days right away of not going to the bank each day and then taking multiples.
And I mean, do you know anything about any prior like work history or where she came from? Do you know anything about this person?
I mean, we do a background check. I don't see the results of that. Like the other HR department would see the results. All I know is if they pass or fail. So she passed the background check, and that's how she was able to come on board. She stated that she was the store manager of, what is it, across the street? Maybe a Didi's discount, City Trends.
Okay.
I think maybe that's what it was. But she was the store manager of City Trends across the street. So I think that's where she came from previous to working here. But no, she worked with me for a very short time, so I don't know much about her at that point.
Because she didn't do the hiring.
And no issues that you're aware of, like from her time in training or anything?
No.
Okay.
So she's writing on this report what day she goes.
So it don't seem like she know anything about her for real. I don't even think she interviewed the damn lady. I think somebody else, sound like another department, may have been responsible for handling everything. Child. Anyway, so yeah, let's get back.
Goes to the bank. So those are the days that we've created the deposits. So then what we're saying is they sat in the safe for a couple days. So this is the day that the computer where somebody physically created the deposit, but these are the dates that she's saying that she actually went to the bank and dropped them off.
Does the bank have a record of her ass pulling up there? Because I feel like that would have been squashed a long time ago. But maybe, I don't know, maybe they can't get that information. That's why they're going through the police department. But it's like, damn, do y'all have records that is dropping this stuff off? That's crazy. This your first week on the job and you cutting up already? I don't know. I feel like if this your first week on the job and you cutting up already, I want to believe that you've done this before. You know what I'm saying? You finessed another job out of something.
The time. So that's how she's taking or accumulating multiples, because it's like couple
And I'm also wondering if because that was her first offense. Like, I'm just trying to figure out. maybe she did. I believe she's done this before in my personal. Maybe she just didn't get caught up, or they didn't press charges as long as she left and paid the money. Maybe it was an agreement with the store and they didn't go legal. But I just feel like she did this shit before. But anyway,
It's built up before we're going to the bank to drop them off. That's what it is.
So we have to.
So she admitted to taking them all. She told me about what time she went to the bank and each day. And because obviously she's confident they're going to see her on the camera, because I have each day some deposits that get validated. Because then this is where I write in, like, that it's validated from the bank after that. But the
So
areas.
these ones that are missing, that are not validated, are missing.
Yes. Yeah. So when I had partnered with the bank, I went through and tried to see if like any of the deposit bag numbers were processed, just to see if maybe there was just a completely wrong amount that was deposited, anything like that. So they printed me a copy of what had been deposited since I think the 5th till like the day I received the paper, and they don't, like, those deposit bags aren't there and the amounts aren't there, so looks like and that's what I got from the bank yesterday. So I've been like dealing with the bank this whole time, just trying to make sure before we file the police report. And when I talked to Nellen about this situation, like at first there was 10. Well, not that it hit my reporting yet, but when I came in here, like I still was missing, and that's why these are all highlighted. Like at the time when I'm coming to talk to her, like even these are missing. And I mean, she just spent the whole time like looking at this, and she's like, well, these are there. Like these are there. I know, I just took these on Monday. Like, so she focused more on these, and I'm still missing one from this group, right? So she took 4. I got 3 back, 3 validated by the bank, and I'm missing the largest one of those. But like that's all she was like focused on, and I was like, okay, well, I'm talking to you about 10, so I need to know that all 10 went missing, because even if I had 1 missing at this point, it would be a problem, right? So like I would try to like redirect the conversation. She was just like, focused on that day, and I was like, oh shoot, she probably took my deposits. That's never happened. I worked for Dollar Tree for 20 years. I've never hired somebody who just not at that role. Like I could have some other assistant managers who get paid a lot less that maybe have taken something right away, but not a store manager. So it's different for me, but I guess it's expensive here.
okay. So did you hire her? Either way, she said she's never had a store manager taking anything, but it seemed like the assistant managers that get paid a lot less. I don't even like that. Pay the damn assistant managers close to the store managers. 'Cause I feel like sometimes these store managers put a lot of weight on the damn assistant managers to do their damn jobs. But anyway, all in all, whatever manager her ass was, she shouldn't have been in there running amok on that lady like that. Not really on her, but period. You know what I'm saying? Like you over here messing your life up.
She just was not emotional about it at all, or just not showing any sort of.
Yeah, like it's just so nonchalant. Like it's at the bank. So, like it's serious. And my asset protection said like I'm gonna be here Friday to call the police if these deposits don't get to the bank, and she was still just very casual. And like she showed up for work, so I thought, that maybe they're gonna show up, or she's gonna pay him back and get him into the bank quickly, something. But
So, on that Wednesday after that conversation, was that when she was placed on like leave, or what was the
so
situation?
I came on Friday and put her on leave.
Okay, so when she showed up for her shift, that's when she was placed on leave on
Yeah,
the 16th.
Yeah, on Friday the 16th. Yeah. So I met her in like the afternoon, and
And is she like
explained
suspended with pay, without pay?
without pay.
Okay. Obviously, we have to ask you, does the company want to prosecute?
They do.
Yes. Okay. All right. Raise your right hand for me. You swear or affirm that everything that you told me, everything that we spoke about is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay.
After detectives speak with the bank, get subpoenas, and complete their investigation, Nellen comes in for an interview a couple months later.
Been in one of these rooms before? No. Okay, you ever seen it on TV? 48.
Maybe, yeah.
You know you're in the big room when you're in the big room. So we're in the big room now. We're in the lobby. We appreciate you coming by to help us figure this
Okay,
whole thing out.
no problem. Yeah, at this point, honestly, we're just trying to close it out. Just trying to figure out what happened. Dollar Tree was concerned about some of their money, and that's why we're involved.
Okay? Oh, so you know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I guess Crystal
district
said she
visits.
talked
Yeah,
to
she
you.
had told because she had asked me today, anybody reach out to me? I told her no.
Okay.
So, until now, yeah.
Yeah, so when did you actually start working there?
Think in June for training.
June?
Out at one store, yeah.
And it wasn't at that location, right?
No.
Okay. So you get there at June, and then what happened when did you start working over at the local one over here?
Well, I did like 5 weeks in training, so I probably didn't start there maybe end of July. I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at the end of July, you start working there.
Yeah.
And what was your job title over there?
A store manager.
Nice.
Right from the get-go.
Training. Well, I mean,
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I told myself, okay, well, let me get into Dollar Tree to start, but it was different from what I was
Prior
expecting.
experience, yeah.
Yeah, especially the store that they gave me. So.
And that's the Boyden store, right? Oh yeah. Sorry for that. That's typical Boyden. that's what we
Yeah.
did down there.
And then everyone in there barely spoke English, so.
Yes.
That makes it difficult. Yeah, so she was talking about, I guess it was 6 different deposits. What happened with those? Do you know which ones they are?
No.
I guess August 3rd, 4th, 2 on the 4th, 1 on the 6th, 7th, and 10th. Do you know what happened? Did you deposit the one she was talking about?
Like I told her, I said, whatever deposit they leave in the safe, I think, because apparently the one manager, because to me, I'm not used to taking deposits and take to the bank. So this is my first time ever doing something like that.
Okay.
And then when I go to the bank, the teller said I have to drop it in a drop box, even though if they're there, but I have to drop it in the drop box.
Okay.
So, and there's no key or nothing, so basically just pull it and drop everything in there. So the days that from the weekends for Friday I leave from Saturday, so there are deposits there from the mid managers tonight, and then Sundays I'm off, so by the time I come Monday, it'll be multiple deposits in the safe.
Okay.
Which I heard the night manager supposed to drop, she doesn't go drop it. So basically I have to take them and go drop them in the night deposit, which I truly do. Like I told Crystal, I said, well, I don't know, y'all giving me a store one. Most everybody don't speak English. Nobody's dropping nothing. My first day, there was already 5 bags in the safe. So, and then we have to sign. Majority of them don't sign. So basically, I'm signing because I'm taking everything. Like I take everything I drop in the night deposit. I don't know nothing else. This is my first time.
Okay. And that's what we're just.
So then my question is, one, with the deposits, so was it cash? I guess it was cash deposits. So I guess it would be a lot of money. Like, let's say, I guess, like the lady said, maybe like $3,000, and then you got like your cash deposit, put it all in there. You deposit the money along with the thing. Okay, gotcha. All right, because I'm thinking checks for some reason. I'm like, okay, were the checks cashed? Right? Because I'm like, they would have a record of that. But no, this is actual cash that she has that comes with a deposit slip in a bag that she's supposed to take and deposit into the bank. Gotcha. Cha. And she over here using the excuse that people don't be using English. And that's the girl, I guess.
See me, if y'all see me in the camera, okay, like I told her, check the bank cameras. Like, I don't know. This is my first time, so I don't know what was the deal.
I was wondering about checking the cameras because I'm like, well, did y'all see her at least drop them off or whatever? And it's like, yeah, just because she dropped them off, it does not prove that she dropped all of it off, especially when I was thinking in the beginning that they were like checks or something, right? Whole time, this is cash, girl. So even if they do see you dropping stuff off, just like the lady said earlier, like, I would ask her about these 6 or these 4 or whatever, and she'll say, "Oh, I deposited those, so you deposited half of them," is what it sounds like. But what about the other half? You took one of the largest payments. Like, that's so. Like, girl, I could see if you probably was scraping you a few little hundred or something off the top of the but girl, you taking the whole deposit? That's insane. Like, that's crazy. And then you did it too soon and so frequently. You should have been caught. Child.
What's going on? What's missing?
Yeah,
but
we appreciate
like I told her, they could search my car. You could search, I don't,
No, you came running. You said, "How can I help?"
I'm a new person.
Right.
I just started. I never had this issue. Never had this problem. I worked for City Trends for 5 years. Like, I never had issue. I've been as a store manager. I never dealt with nothing with money. I don't steal money. Why would I take your money? I go to the store. Now y'all taking deposit. If they're sitting there is an issue. So basically, I have to sign a log, which I don't know from previous people, whatever issue they had previous from the other managers. All I told her, I just take put everything together and drop it in the thing, and that's it. You know, I don't know anything else. So they basically let me go because of my name of the log. That's pretty much it. On a piece, that's what she told me. They're just gonna go ahead and let me go for it.
What, terminated?
Yeah, when they gave me a suspension, and then she said they made a decision to let me go because I had wrote my name on the log. Yeah.
So here's the log that I guess we got. I know it's kind of hard to see.
Yeah.
So you deposited these, but you're saying you dropped them off in like a drop box outside the bank.
In the bank, yeah.
All right. Yeah, so I spoke with Crystal. They still don't have any of the deposit slips from those times. That's why we're just trying to get it figured out.
How long's it been now since this happened?
This
That was since August, yeah.
Oh, yeah, so they should have got everything.
They should, yeah.
Even if they're counting like $1 at a time, they should have it
Yeah,
done
because
already,
she was saying they were waiting for back from the bank. I don't know. They were waiting. I don't know.
Yeah, so I ended up speaking with the bank as well. We ended up doing subpoenas from the bank, because they're independent. They have nothing to do with this. They'll tell us whether or not they got the money. And the bank is saying they didn't get the money either.
I don't know.
How you don't know?
Deposit slip they had in the safe.
Especially if they ain't had no issues before your ass got there. Then you get there, the bank don't even know who really dropping the stuff off. They just know it's dropped off. So it ain't like, oh, we gonna try and pull this stunt. Now they got this new person. Maybe somebody in the store could have pulled one of them stunts. Maybe like one of the employees or something could have like withheld and then cashed out. But that don't even make sense because you gotta balance out your till. You know, your whatever they call it. Your register, don't you gotta balance everything out to zero? You either gonna be at a negative or you're gonna be at overage or something, right? It all should balance out. So I don't know, girl. Like you lying, you a liar.
I just grab like from which if you see if it's 2 signatures or whatever it is, and then I put in the deposit in the thing. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where's the deposit on that bank? It's the Teresa 100 North Congress, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause with the teller and then there's a box right here. You open it and you just
That's
put
on
it in.
the inside of the bank?
No, it's outside.
Outside.
By the drive-through.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if I said there was no camera footage of you at the bank dropping them off?
Oh,
Would that be weird?
It would be. I mean, it's a bank. It should have cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in the drive-through.
Well,
If you
there
pass
was
by in the
cameras.
drive-through.
There was cameras at the store, of course, because they
Yeah.
had it like focused right on the safe.
Mm-hmm.
It has you taking the money, like you said you did, like you
Yeah.
signed out.
Yeah, we're just trying to make it make sense.
But in the drive-through, if you pull up and drive-through, they should have cameras outside so they can see what cars are in that drive-through.
Oh yeah,
For
the
the
bank
drop
has
box,
cameras all
are
over the place.
you getting out of the car to put them in the
No,
box?
no. I pull up and no. I stay in the car. I don't have to get out. Yeah.
And the car that you're going is just your the one that's I guess registered to you. Which car do you have right now?
The white car, which is my husband's car.
Okay.
Which car did you have in August when this happened?
Was it the same white car?
It's gonna be either the white car or then there's a red vehicle. Well, this is my husband's vehicle.
Oh, right, so they'd be under here, which is your vehicle, it's your husband's vehicle.
It's under my husband's car. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because the next thing I'd want to do is reach out to the bank again and just verify that your car was there, just so we can get you completely out of this.
Yeah, because I don't get out of the vehicle. Because once you pull up, the thing's right there. You just open it, drop, and close, and go on.
Okay. Yeah, so that would be the next step, is we ask for the camera footage again of the vehicle, and then we should see your vehicle doing the drop boxes on those days around the time that you put, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, so at no point did you take it for like your own personal gain, nothing like that, right?
No.
Okay.
You take my background. I don't have any
I don't see any
criminal history of
Maybe
me
some parking
doing
stuff,
anything.
Some
Parking,
tickets.
speeding tickets. That's everybody. That's everybody. But when it comes to theft, that's not me. I don't. Yeah, that's why this right here was very shocking to me.
Okay.
To me, I'm like, I don't take anything. I don't, And then, because I was training at the other store, I even took deposits there and dropped at the store when I was at training, and nothing was missing. So to me, this is
So what do you think happened here?
I don't know. I have no clue.
y'all think she sounds? Do y'all think she sounds convincing? Like, is she convincing you guys that she could be telling the truth? I feel like slightly she is a little bit where it is coming off like she could be telling the truth. Maybe somebody else pulled this stunt, but it's also just not really adding up if you the last person to send the money. And the company has never had or dropped the money off, and the company and the banks have never had an issue prior to when it comes to their cash deposits, and it didn't start until you started working there, something's off. You know, it's given that you did do it, and I just want to see how they finna catch her up and find out that it was her that did it.
Was telling me, it's just like letting me know, just be careful in this store. That's pretty much it. Like manager, I don't know why the store managers didn't last in that store. I don't know. I'm just new to Dollar Tree, and I never had issues like this. Never had a problem like this with money.
Well, before we go talk to anybody, of course, we look up, are we dealing with a good guy or a bad guy? Of course, we looked up your history. You're a good guy.
Yeah,
you came running to come in here to say, hey, I'm coming to talk to you guys. My day's busy, but I want to talk to you.
Yeah, because
You can leave at any time, but you're making a statement trying to help us figure this, for a better word, crazy situation.
I mean, the same thing I sat down with Crystal, with loss prevention. I was in there with,
And Crystal had nothing but good to say about you, but she said, we can't figure this out either.
I can't, listen, like I told her, I said, I don't know. I told her she could search my vehicle. She like, look, she's like, did the bag fell under the car? I walked out, we checked my vehicle. I'm like, I don't have nothing. I come to my house, I don't take nothing. I don't,
And who do you primarily bank with?
Me, I bank with Wells Fargo, and then we have Bank of America with my husband.
Okay. So if we checked your bank, there shouldn't be anything crazy like these amounts going into your bank, right?
My God, no, pretty much.
No, I'm saying just like if we check the banks, we're not going to see deposits of like these amounts into your bank account, right?
Oh, the total amounts of those. Oh no.
Ooh.
No, we appreciate you coming in.
Because it was cash. So that would be a smart thing to do if you're gonna steal the money, I suppose, is not take it and deposit those checks over into your account. You come out better just holding on to the cash. But then, yes, dollars do have serial numbers, so I doubt they had a machine that they were running it through that also not only counted it, but was collecting the serial numbers in an effort to find out where it could have been spent at next, and then tracking it back to see, was she at this particular location? Is there any camera footage or whatever? And girl, I ain't no telling, child. They probably do got stuff like that. I just don't know if Dollar Tree got something like that. But let's keep going. I want to see how she confesses to this,
Footage and just verify
or how
that
they
you
found
actually
out
at the bank so we can rule you out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Do you have
that she did.
any other questions?
So Crystal, I'm coming to the tail end, but I hear this conversation with her. She liked you. This hurt her having to. She said you were great. Limited time, but she said we got very lucky having her as a manager. She doesn't know what happened here.
Yeah.
In the scheme of things, this is only like $5,000 or $4,000 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
We're busy in Boynton. We got other things we need to do. If you guys could maybe figure it out amongst yourselves, maybe you could find that money that got lost and get it back to them. Something like that.
We'll try. I don't know. I'll talk to Chris. We'll see whatever it is.
At this point, it kind of.
Because at the end of the day, I understand, because it's, as me being the store manager and me signing off, so it's basically it's like my kind of responsibility at the end of the day. Cause
right, and then the bank is saying that the money didn't arrive.
The bank hasn't reported any thefts or anything from the Dropbox. Nothing suspicious.
We have you on camera taking the money out, and then the money disappears. In the scheme of things, you have no criminal history. You come in here to say, let's go figure this out. We're not trying to jam you up. So if somehow maybe we can make this right with Crystal, and she goes, okay, we made this right. I don't want to get her a charge. I don't want to mess her up like that. She's good people.
Oh yeah, I definitely don't want to mess up my ass.
Right. Because you go to apply for another job, and then you have a theft charge on you, a felony theft charge. Yeah. And it's probably going to be 2 felonies with a scheme to defraud and a grand theft. They're going to look at that because they're going to do a background check like they all do. Like you work at McDonald's as a fry guy, they go, you have been convicted of felony. They do a background check, which is easy, just doing on the internet.
Yeah, I'm not trying to tarnish my background.
Right.
Yeah.
So if this was a mistake, we all make mistakes. They got a messed up system. I would get nervous even carrying that money, to tell you the truth.
This is my first time. I don't know why they even do that. Like, they're better off just having ranks come pick up the money instead of having.
You put it all in the safe.
Yeah, and then they're dealing with different type of banks. Each store have a bank. To me, that don't make no sense. But
they put you in a situation basically that you weren't looking for.
No.
And you made a mistake, and mistakes happen. So. You made a mistake in this situation, and maybe we can make it right with Chris.
And see, I do have to agree with that part. Just that little piece right there. Like, yeah, they come out better having a legit company come and pick up the money, count it right there in their face the next morning or whatever. Take it, transport it wherever it's supposed to be transport it. Cause like I feel like even as a manager, even if you're not like a thief, I don't know her situation. I mean, we learned in her situation, she likely did. But also like for anybody else out there, like if you're not like a thief or anything like that, like anything could potentially happen to the money. You know what I'm saying? I just wouldn't want to have no hands in the like. Don't give me none of that. Have somebody else come pick it up. I don't want to, because if anything go to the left or go wrong, you will be the one to blame. I just wouldn't. Yeah, have somebody else. Let it go straight from the store to Brinks or one of them other companies that pick the money up. Let them transport it to the bank, whatever, and just don't even trust your customers like that. All right. And I slick feel like that should be the way to go. I feel like we too far in the 20s. Okay. It's 2024 at the time that this happened. That you over here trusting employees to take some shit over there because y'all don't want to pay the additional services to have a secure company to come out and secure y'all damn money and get it to the banks. You feel what I'm saying? That shows you just how damn cheap Dollar Tree ass is. Don't want to pay their employees for real, and don't want to pay for a real money service. Now, granted, if you ask me, I think Miss Ma'am still was gonna get her money, whether it was gonna be on the front or the back end. You understand? I feel like if she did take this stuff, which I believe that she did, she got it on the back end. But if you had somebody else picking the money up on the back end, she would have finished out on the front end. Hello? She would have been taking money out the register on the front end in my personal. But, let's keep going.
I mean, at the end of the day, is as being a store, I mean,
Well,
responsibility.
brainstorm with me. So they put you in this situation. They should have Brinks come by. If they have $5,000, it costs them $100 to get Brinks to go pick it up, and then you're not out there with money. You're not out there driving your car by yourself.
And they got the money. They already ain't paying people this and all that little shit in there for $1 plus. Cheap as hell anyway. They can afford $100 to go pick it up and take it over there.
Potentially going to get robbed or whatever else. They're putting people in this situation. So shame on them.
Yeah.
And they're putting thousands of dollars in people's hands, which is a lot of money.
Which I
in
do
the scheme
agree
of things,
with.
not a lot of money to them, but it's a lot of money to me and you.
Yeah.
So they're setting themselves up for failure.
True.
You're a good person. You made a mistake.
Why you nod your head? The way he finessing the shit out of her, I feel acting like he's sympathizing with her. This is definitely a tactic. When he realized that the other officer wasn't getting through to her or getting no information, now he's trying to sympathize. First, he tried the tactic of, oh, well, if we could just make this up to her, if you guys could figure this out on your own, like that'd be great. She might not even be willing to press charges. She said this hurt her. She thought you were a great employee, yada, 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 it hurt her. So he tried to penetrate her heart with that to see if he could get her to confess. Now he may be a good one because now he's using a different tactic. Telling her, you made a mistake. And she over here nod her head. So it's like, did you? Did you make a mistake? Because you admitting you made a mistake is given that you about took some of that money. Honey. Okay, so let's keep going.
Is there a way we can get this money back to Crystal?
I don't know. I mean, I barely have anything. I don't know if they want me to do a payment plan or something.
Why would you need to do a payment plan? Baby, the way this officer just sat up here and finessed you. Girl, that man hit her with that one word, or those few words. You made a mistake. That's all he had to say. He was already trying to get you with getting the money back to her. Because they know you did it. I'm screaming. It's not funny, but listen, it's hilarious, okay? Just hit you if you could get it back to her. Maybe this whole thing could go away. And I'm like, this is the stuff that they really play on you with. Because her lack of knowledge of knowing what the hell is gonna happen, like the company, it's not her, the company wants to press charges against you. You could get the money back to them all day. They likely are still gonna go forward with pressing some type of charges on your ass, girl. And then they could say no, they're not gonna do it, but what's the likelihood of that? If she took it, they about know that she can't give it back unless she got it sitting somewhere. Maybe, but more than likely they know that money spent. This lady said I could do a payment plan or something. The way they just played you, love.
You made a mistake. Is there a way we can get this money back to
She nod her head.
I don't know. I I mean, I barely have anything. I don't know if they want me to do a payment plan or
Well,
something to give them something that lost. I have no idea.
What happened to all the money? What you guys spend it on?
I don't have any. I don't spend.
Okay, so now she going
You
back to
had
the.
it, and then you spent it. What did we spend it on? Where did it go? Why can't we get it back to Crystal?
Did you end up paying bills with
Well,
them?
I don't. But this ain't that's. There's no way I took that type of money.
Okay, then how much did you take?
There's no way.
The way the officer got me screaming on the inside, because at this point we moved from trying to sympathize to, you made a mistake, maybe we can get the money back to her, whatever, you made a mistake. Is there any way you can get the money back to her, whatever? And then now it's like, we know you did it. Okay. The way you nodded your head saying you made a mistake. Okay. Now we finna lean into this. Okay. Now I'm finna just apply this pressure. Now when we gonna get the money back? What you got? What can we do? Cause you did it. Right? That's crazy.
There's no way I took that type of money.
Okay, then how much did you take?
There's no way I could even bother taking.
So the amount in total is the 5,000. That's where we're at right now.
So how much did you take? It was less than that? Are they padding the numbers here a little bit?
Probably.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about what they do. It sounds about you shouldn't even be in this situation, but it's shame on them for putting people in this situation. No wonder they're having problems. Because they're not acting right. They're not acting normal.
The way he acting like he on his side a little bit.
So when you ended up getting the deposits, what actually happened with it? What'd you do with them?
Drop them.
Did you go home with it? Did you end up having to pay bills with it? You got a little behind. So here's the deposits here. This is what they don't have. And when you add those up, it comes to that amount.
$5,707.
Every day you was hitting them up shop.
Did you get behind on bills? Did you have to pay some home bills for it? You have kids?
Where did the money go? Maybe you can get on a payment plan with them.
No, I don't have any.
Where did the money go to get on the payment plan?
I mean,
Rent is not cheap in the world today.
no, it's not. No. I mean, you can check my account. I didn't buy none of this in my account.
Yeah, of course. So they're padding the numbers a little bit. They're a mess to begin with. So maybe it's like 3,000. Maybe that's the payment plan we need to get on.
Not even.
So why don't you just take us back to the beginning of how did this even happen? When you take the deposits out of the safe, where did you end up going with the bags?
Bank.
You went to the bank? Or you took them to your bank?
No. No, I don't think, no, not to my bank, no.
Did you take the money out and throw the bags in, or what happened? And if they're trying to play games and add extra money on it, we need to know about that as well.
So Neelan, we can work with the Dollar Tree and discuss that with them. If you think it's more than what it was, we can always talk to them about it.
No, it's not, no. I didn't take, this is not more what it was. I mean, they say this is what they're missing, but I
You
know
think
I
it's
didn't.
like a crazy amount? Like super
Yeah.
high? Okay. So let's just take it back to the beginning, right? So you get the deposit bags from the safe. They have that on camera that you're taking, which is fine.
Yeah.
What would you end up doing? Are you behind the bills? Did you try to help out with your bills? What'd you end up doing with the money that you took? We're just trying to make sense of it at this point, you know?
Go ahead and tell the folks.
Because at the end of the day, I'm not a bad person.
No, and like I told you, you're criminal. There's nothing. You're
Yeah.
clean.
Yes.
Everybody makes mistakes. We've all been.
Yeah, we do.
I'm not perfect. I've done stupid shit in the past.
We do all do perfect. So we all do mistakes. So what is Crystal willing to do?
We'll have to talk to her. I have to give her a call and try to discuss it with her. But right now, I just need.
But I'm not. But the thing. But yeah, for all that, I'm not taking responsibility for all that. That's I'm not that crazy of.
No, and like you said, I'm not saying if you think it's a different amount, that's fine. We can discuss that. But right now, we just need to know what actually happened. So you take the bags.
What
Did you
happened,
end up
girl?
depositing them? Did you end up paying your apartment, or did you pay for any of your kids' stuff? I get behind on my bills all the time working here. I have to figure out ways to handle it, you know?
I was behind one time on my rent. That's pretty much it.
Boom. Let me tell y'all why I feel like the officers kept talking about rent. I do feel like the officers themselves already probably talked to her apartment complex to find out her rental history and possibly, right? And to learn that she was likely behind on rent and then she, boom, got this job and then now she probably caught up on some stuff. Oh, this happened to be the 1 month or so or two that she had no issues with her rent. Yeah, we believe she took the money. That's why I feel like they kept asking about rent.
And this was one of those, like, hey, this might help me out, just to make it through, right?
That's pretty much it.
What's your husband do for a living?
He does landscaping.
Okay. He has no idea what happened.
He does landscaping and don't know what you over there doing.
Okay. So it's just like I said, I talked to the bank already. They don't have you on camera.
They don't have me on camera.
Not during these. That's the issue. So what happened when you got the deposits? Did you take some of the money out?
But if I have all the bags together, and so they're trying to say they don't have me at all depositing the
No,
money?
I'm talking about these transactions. We're don't even worry about the bank right now.
Okay.
But what she's saying is if everything was in one bag and she dropped it off, the bank has to have her on camera. He's saying they don't have you on camera for those transactions of dropping them off, but how she's seeing it, everything should have been in one thing. So if it's different cash registers, 5 cash things that she's about to go deposit, from how I'm looking at it, she took whichever the largest one was, held on to it, and only deposited the other 4. So she like, they should have me on camera showing that I deposited something, right? That's what she trying to say. But yeah, you finessed them because you still took a little something off the top, and then you messed around and took the largest stuff off the top. What did that mean?
You get the deposit bags from the safe. You leave, what is Dollar Tree? Mm-hmm. Where do you go with the bags? With these bags that are missing. Did you go home with them?
No.
Okay. What did you do with them?
I might have taken out from that car heading to the bank.
You did what? I'm sorry.
I said I might have taken out the bag before heading to the bank.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as she got in her car, she looked in there and took this shit out. She already knew what she was finna take out when she was in the store. So as soon as she got in her car, she took that shit out, held on to it, zipped the other portion up, and dropped that shit in the drop box and kept it going and thought her dumb ass was not going to get caught.
Yeah, like you took the money out of the bag before giving it to the bank? Okay.
Just
And then what did you do
lying.
with the money?
Girl, you finna get arrested.
Is that where the bills come into play?
Made a money order and paid my rent.
Okay. Where'd you do the money order at?
Went to Walmart.
No Walmart? Okay. Do a money order and then the money went towards your rent? Okay. And that makes sense. Money towards rent. How much is your rent payment?
28.
28 for an apartment? Oh my gosh.
And your husband do landscaping? And it's $2,800, so you used all that money to pay that, but you got a husband that do landscaping? I think the caption said something else, but she sounded like out her mouth, she said landscaping. So does he not get paid enough with landscaping? Like he couldn't come up with some of that? And you
See, it's difficult anywhere right now. Would you want to write an apology letter to Dollar Tree where we could deliver it to them? Yeah. Okay.
actually, that apology
have
letter
anything.
is further admitting your guilt. Not only do they have you on camera, but they got you admitting your guilt in writing. Child, hurry up.
She's very nice.
She's just trying to get it figured out because, you know, she's going to be responsible for what's going on too. But. I'm sorry. What are you doing, boss? I just want to make it super clear for the camera purposes and everything too. So you got the bags. You take the money out of the bags, you go to the Walmart, off Military, the neighborhood Walmart, get a money order, and then you paid your apartment, your rent with it. Yeah. Okay. Do you still have all the money bags and everything?
No.
Okay. What'd you do with the money bags?
They're in the garbage.
Okay.
They got more, don't worry.
Yeah.
We'll be all right.
Okay, so raise your right hand for me. Do you swear in the firm statement gives the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Alright, so the next step would be, we would take
I'm
you
so tired of damn watch hitting this damn table, clankety clank.
into custody for theft right now, okay?
So we'll go up to our office, we'll make it easy, we're not gonna put you in the cell here, but we gotta do the paperwork.
Okay, and then after that,
And then, I'm sorry.
No, when they're taking you to the jail, at some point you'll go to your first appearance and they'll probably release her with no criminal history.
Yeah, they'll take you to do fingerprints, they'll take your picture.
And then later on you'll get a court date, you'll get a court hearing, that's when you can explain your side. If you don't think it was that amount, then you can argue that it wasn't that much money and all that, okay? But I'll also call Crystal and verify everything too.
okay,
Alright?
So it's not the end of the road, it's not the end of the world, it's just, you have to deal with this, you made a mistake, you have no history of this, you know, maybe it'll just be a money thing, and then,
okay, so do I have to go on my job?
when you're supposed to work,
3:30 today.
3:30? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Call 'em.
Call them and tell them you're sick, or
Yeah, I mean, you can tell them whatever you want.
just do me a favor, take your purse off and any jewelry that you have.
Hold on to it, put your phone in the purse for me. I'm gonna hold on to it as I just go upstairs and I'll get back to you, okay? We'll get this paperwork done as quick as we can to get you, you're a normal person, this is not a normal situation, that's why we're just explaining everything to you, okay? Because
Baby, them officers got their confession about her, honey.
they're just like this, it makes it easy.
Yeah.
Okay, and I got your purse, we're gonna walk up with you. So think about it, we need to call, we need to probably call work, we need to call husband to, did he have spare keys for the car, you wanna leave the car here?
He doesn't know, I have the key, he doesn't have a spare key.
Okay.
I really hope she learns from this situation. I still partly blame Dollar Tree. Y'all can be mad at me, and that's okay. We can still love each other, and y'all still be pissed off for today.
Nellen Mark was charged with felony grand theft and felony organized scheme to defraud.
So yeah, like I said, I still kind of blame Dollar Tree a little piece because number one, I do think y'all at this point y'all need to hire Brinks, okay? Y'all be trusting y'all employees a little too damn much, and I mean, yeah, they're employees. You're expecting to trust them, but then times get hard. People pull stunts, right? And also y'all clearly don't pay her a damn enough, okay, to where she had enough money to get that damn rent paid. Now, yes, the circumstances can be different for others. A lot of others get paid very adequately and good enough, okay, with their jobs and their paychecks to secure their household, and they still be want more. And sometimes people just get greedy. I get that, but Dollar Tree don't pay enough in my personal. Granted, though, at the end of the day, because I do believe that you are a mom, I think she is. Don't quote me, but if not, like if you've had a good history and a good name, don't go messing up your name for a few thousands of dollars. You ain't even get all, you ain't even get enough up out of them for you to be getting these type of charges that could affect you for the rest of your life and the type of jobs that you get. Like you gotta also have some integrity and be mindful about that. So you didn't do it in this particular situation. It's unfortunate. Yeah, it sucks for you, but hopefully, as you move on from this situation, because they probably, if this is her first offense, she don't got no history, she probably just ended up doing some probation. Maybe you got to pay them people back a little piece of money or whatever the case is. And if it's her first offense, whatever state this, if they got that, then maybe it won't be on her record. Who knows? But just be mindful of don't pull them type of stunts in the future, further messing up your name. Like it's just not, it's not worth it, and it's sad though, because I just hate it for the people. They be out here struggling, and then they get desperate and they do that, and that's why I have to kind of blame the companies. Yes, we could put fault on the person because at the end of the day, it was their actions that led them to do what they did. But at the same time, pay these fucking people enough motherfucking money with your greedy asses. I bet that CEO of Dollar Tree sitting up there living just fine. I bet the district manager or a regional director, I bet you they doing just motherfucking fine. Y'all need to let that money trickle on down to them employees too. But anyway, that's all I got. Just wanted to come and give y'all a little piece. I'm Jamie, that's me. And I'll catch y'all in the next one, honey. Bye.
Tell them I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a praxis. Cash died at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like Aegis.